The markets are about to close, though, in just a minute or so. The major indices have rallied all day after yesterday's dramatic drop, though they've leveled off from today's highs. I want to bring in NBC News senior business correspondent Christine Romans as we take a look at the numbers there. Are you surprised by that 287?
Yeah, you know, they had been up a lot more earlier. So what you're seeing here is late in the day, a little bit of selling. But the important thing about today is it wasn't yesterday. Yesterday was a real wipeout. It was the worst day we've seen in a couple of years, a 2% decline on the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and the Nasdaq and the S&P were more like 3%. So we'll watch this. These last the next 3 or 4 minutes will show this all shaking out. But the earlier optimism seems to have faded. But I would call this market stabilized from yesterday.
It's still not as bad as yesterday.
It's stabilized.
For people who are listening and we're speaking Chinese, you're speaking Chinese right now. No offense, but you're speaking a language they don't understand. Explain what is going on here in plain English.
Well, I'm speaking Japanese, actually, because it started in Japan, actually, where there was a big sell-off in the Nikkei. That's the stock market in Japan. And that big sell-off kind of got everybody concerned about some of the fundamentals of the market, the global markets overall. We had a big sell-off yesterday. You know, for people who don't follow the stock market, I think it's important to note that it had been going up, just about straight up for 2 years, and that is not sustainable. And so you saw a big sell-off yesterday. I think, Kate, reminding people that stocks don't just go up. Sometimes they go down. And when they go down, if you have your proper plan for how you're investing for your retirement, that's good. You just bought some stocks on sale.
We're getting close. Is that the bell?
Looks like
that
that's
is
the
the
bell.
So we're at 310 for the day. A lot of this centered around tech, right? Tech earnings, I guess, how much money tech companies are making. Explain that.
So one of the things about the tech sector, it has been fueled by artificial intelligence investments. A lot of optimism about what AI, as it's known, is going to do for companies in the way we live our lives and make money for companies. Some of those stocks had doubled and even more than doubled this year on that optimism. And there all of a sudden was this feeling like, wait, maybe they've gotten too far. Maybe the fundamentals, so to speak, don't match how far these stocks got. So you saw a lot of big selling in tech yesterday. Also, Warren Buffett, who is a huge investor, he made a lot of money in Apple, and it was disclosed in his financial disclosures that he had sold his some Apple stake, and that spooked people a little bit too. So just a couple of different things all happening at the same time.
After the past couple of days, is there any way the Federal Reserve does not go ahead and lower interest rates in September?
I think the Fed's going to cut rates in September, and the big question now is when exactly and by how much. And the Fed's job right now is to make sure these signs in the economy, that there's slowing in the U.S. economy, a little bit of slowing, that doesn't turn into something worse, and that the Fed gets out there and starts cutting rates the right amount at the right time.
Stock market is not the economy.
No, it's not.
Right? A lot of people sort of think of it that way, but explain what this means in an election year about our economy, if anything.
The stock market reflects the earnings capabilities of the companies there, not necessarily what you're feeling on Wall Street or Main Street. But a lot of people on Main Street are tied into the stock market. They own it in their 401ks, or look, if stocks are high, their company might hire more people. So it is kind of a barometer. It's not the only barometer. I will say the S&P 500 is up 80-some% over the past 5 years. So if you are a boring, like me, buy and hold investor, it's been a very, very good 5 years. If you're a young investor, a decline like yesterday is a chance to buy stocks on sale. If you're an older investor and the decline yesterday really scared you, you need to think about whether you have the right mix of investments, because you don't want to be caught out if the stock market has trouble right when you're trying to retire.
Bottom line, is it still a good time to be investing right now?
You should always be investing. In the long term, the stock market, you know, every few years it goes down 10% or something, and then 3 months later it's always up again. So over time is your friend. Patience. If you're trying to find your login for your 401k, don't do it on a big down day or a big up day. You want to do it on a day that's kind of boring.
Yeah, I happened to see mine earlier today, kind of by accident. Was like, oh, okay, because we have a 401k here.
I know we do. A lot of people do.
Christine Romans, this has been really, really helpful. Again, just watching the market there and the close of the markets for today. Not as bad as yesterday, as you said, settling down from where we were maybe 24 hours ago. Always great to have you here to give us the context and explain all of it to us.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.